night in the snowstorm, a mother's love for Anori. In a small remote village on the edge of the Arctic, there lived a young boy named Anori. Anori was the only child of a woman named Silla, a single mother who had raised him since his father passed away. The village, blanketed by snow and ice, was harsh and unforgiving, but Anori was brave and full of curiosity. Every day he dreamed of becoming a skilled hunter, just like his father once was. One morning, as the sun peeked through the thick grey clouds, Anori decided to go hunting alone. He wanted to prove to his mother that he was capable and strong, ready to face the challenges of the tundra. Despite his mother's warnings to stay close, Anori set off with his fur cloak and handmade spear, his eyes shining with determination as he ventured far out onto the frozen plains. But as the day progressed, dark clouds rolled across the sky, and a fierce snowstorm arrived without warning. The heavy snow quickly covered Anori's footprints, erasing any trace of his path home. The freezing wind howled, making it impossible for him to see or hear anything around him. The once confident Anori was now gripped by fear, realizing he had wandered too far. Desperate, he tried to find his way back, but every step only seemed to lead him deeper into the endless sea of ice and snow. As night fell, the cold grew sharper, and hope began to fade. Back in the village, Shila's heart was filled with unease. Anori had not returned, and the storm was growing stronger. Refusing to believe anything bad had happened to her son, Sheila gathered a few village elders and prepared to search for Anori, even as the wind threatened to freeze them to the core. "Heat is a piece of my soul," Silla pleaded, her voice trembling. "I won't stop until I find him, no matter the cost." They set off under a pitch-black sky, guided only by the faint glow of their lanterns. The biting wind tore at their faces, and the snow was blinding. After hours of walking, the elders became doubtful and, one by one, returned to the village. But Silla pressed on, even as her body grew numb from the relentless cold. Her mind was consumed by thoughts of Anori's face, and she prayed to her ancestors for strength and guidance, determined not to abandon her child. At the break of dawn, through the thick fog of snow, Silla spotted something, a small shadow lying beneath a mound of snow. She moved closer, her heart pounding with fear and hope. When she finally saw Anori's frail, shivering figure, she fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. "Anori," she cried, her voice hoarse with relief and sorrow. Anori slowly opened his eyes, a faint smile appearing despite his weakness. "Mother, I knew you would come," he whispered, his voice barely audible. Silla wrapped her arms around him, holding him close, trying to warm him with her own body heat. In her embrace, Anori felt a peace and love so deep it brought him back from the edge of despair. Silla covered him with her thick fur cloak and, summoning every ounce of strength left in her, led him home, step by painstaking step, through the storm. The journey back was a test of pure endurance. Every step felt like an eternity, and Silla nearly collapsed from exhaustion and cold. But her heart, filled with love and courage, gave her the strength to carry on. When they finally reached the village, the people greeted them with tears and cheers, overjoyed to see Silla and Anori safe. This story became a legend among the Inuit, a tale of a mother's love that defied nature itself, of courage in the face of despair, and of hope that shines even in the darkest snowstorm. Whenever a storm swept over the village, the people would recall the story of Silla and Anori, the light in the darkness that warmed every heart who heard it.